Hello. Welcome back, everyone. That's right, we're back. Not only are we back, but we're back to business. We're back to what matters. We're back. We're done playing all those little distracting games. We're done with Halloween. Halloween's done.
Aw.
That's right.
Well, it's still Halloween here.
I mean, but it doesn't mean the spookums is gonna stop. The spook train never stops. So
The spook train, that's interesting.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
What you got to say, James?
Oh no, nothing. We're good.
Okay. The very
Silent
scary,
judgment.
frightening train. God damn it. That's right. Yeah. And it certainly isn't the Reaper's train because, well, that train one day we'll get there again.
That train is
We'll bring that train back.
down the line somewhere.
But we're back to Lake Wonder, the story that you all come for, the grand epic tale that we have all spun together for a very long time. That I started as a way to do a Gravity Falls inspired game campaign setting that has nothing that resembles Gravity Falls in absolutely no way.
At this point,
At
it
this
did
point.
originally.
It snowballed like insanely, but
Yeah,
I mean, by the second season, it snowballed insanely.
I mean, probably after the very first episode.
that's how the good shit does.
Yeah, once I decided to do first season with cults, I was like, well, and kids in coma. I didn't. I just didn't inject the whimsy. I was like, let's take out whimsy and just bring in just like.
I mean, we did still have a fair amount of whimsy. We did have the magical girl train.
Oh, we did. Well,
We
yeah.
did have the magical
Hey,
girl
that was
train.
that. Yeah, that was. That
We
was
had
good.
Ember Afterland.
And don't
It was
forget
great.
about the the day rock and roll died.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Darius part of episode 4.5.
That's right, Big Bopper.
We just fucked up everything that night, didn't we?
Yeah.
We really did. It wasn't all Lewis. We have to take some blame.
I mean,
Yeah.
the main bit was Lewis's fault,
The main
but
It was mostly Lewis. But between Tiff going insane about pigs and
we did what we did trying to stop
playing
Lewis.
thing.
Yeah.
So
we did.
it's his fault.
So this season of Lake Wonder is very, it's a bit bittersweet because I have decided to take it upon myself to put an end to the story that we've been telling with I call the Chip Winger saga, and kind of just close this book so we can start something new at some point. And don't worry, what's coming is going to be pretty cool. But that's what this is. We're here. This is Lake Wonders. It's going to be a very exciting season. I'm doing something different. I'm trying something. I don't know if it'll work, but I think it'll be fun. And these guys, these players, their characters are coming off of becoming deities, minor deities of some sort.
And then nobody talking to them for 2 months.
Yes. Well, things may have, you got this. It's just a quiet look in the span of Guardians. What even is time?
A gnome.
Oh, yeah, time is a gnome.
Yes, that is correct.
Time is a gnome.
True.
I mean, yeah, this is true.
Love that little guy.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Time gnome.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and reintroduce everybody. Let's get a little let's come in together. Bring it in, guys. James, tell us about who you play and who you've been playing and what you're about.
All right. Well, I'm James Boyd, and I am playing Darius Moore, who's in the spooky playbook. He's a young musician, that lead singer to his high school garage band, but now they're, you know, he's old enough and he's pretty much on his way to college, but he still jams and still has shows with his band, and but he has some very interesting skills that comes along with the supernatural.
Not to mention a really cool axe.
Yeah.
A really cool axe.
What a nice axe you have.
Thanks.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, Jared, since you want to just butt in, tell us about who you're playing.
Hello, I'm Jared. I
And
also go by Badger Heart.
You can tell your playbook now if you want. If you want.
I'm playing Mark Matthew, and I used to be a Chosen.
Used to be? What does that mean? Mark is everyone's dad.
I mean, we knew that already.
Everybody's.
Yeah.
Including yours.
Mine?
Oh yeah. You're everybody.
I have
Well,
too many dads now.
chosen, then do they put him back? Get a refund?
Yeah,
you can't get a refund on dads, James.
They
I've tried.
voided the warranty.
Yep.
You cannot take the root beer you've opened back to the store.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can, but you won't get any money for it. You could just leave it there.
It's like that lady today at work who got mad that the country album she bought said the F word.
What?
Yeah, and she was like, I want to return it. This is not country. This isn't wholesome. I'm like, bitch, you shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. You can't handle someone saying motherfucker.
Okay. Anyway,
Not in
back
my
to
Christian
back to
Minecraft
Jared.
server.
Back to Jared.
I'm sorry. Jared.
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh, Jesus, baby Jesus. I'll clean up.
Jesus has left the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say some Hail Marys later.
You're Catholic now?
Why not? I can be whatever I want. It's America, isn't it? That's what they always tell me.
Anyway.
Yeah. Arby.
Ah, fuck. It's me.
Haha.
Yeah, for once I'm the top dog. Top dog. Okay. So I'm playing Tiff Sheridan, also a recent high school graduate, current STEM and criminal justice student, and action scientist. She's no longer a searcher. So now she does the whole weird supernatural science sort of thing. Especially because she can't do magic. Also with her, our beloved boy Kepler, giant alien rat.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tiff.
That's Tiff. Well. That's Tiff.
I mean, there's more to
there's
say.
There's a
but
lot
I'm
more
not
to
gonna say
Tiff
it.
than just that. Tiff is a whole
There's a lot.
thing.
There's a whole thing. There's a lot.
Hey, there's a whole book about Tiff.
There's gonna be 2.
Ooh.
At least.
At least. Ooh, don't spoil
Listen,
us.
there's a lot.
There's a lot. Well, but finally, of course, Lizzie.
Yeah, I am Lizzie, and I will be playing Drake Galloway, who was also no longer a chosen.
That's right. Despite what it says on the card.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, don't worry about me. So, what is Drake now?
Drake is he has, he spent some time in the Feywild, and he has leaned more into his Fey nature. He is the monstrous now.
Ooh, the monstrous.
My baby boy.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
And he no longer has his magic switchblade. He still has a switchblade, but it's no longer magic. It's just a cheap regular knife now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a comb.
Yeah, it's a comb.
Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, my brother had one.
I had a real switchblade too, but it's okay. I had that when I was an adult. My friend bought it for me for my birthday.
Imagine having a birthday. Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
I couldn't bring it with me since it's illegal.
I mean, you could bring it with you, just don't get caught.
Yeah, I had to
Nerd.
leave it in California. I gave it to my ex-brother-in-law. I was like, hey, you want this switchblade? So,
No, fuck you.
look at these cast of characters that we've seen all across the Lake Wonder universe, who've done miraculous things, have done some morally gray things, and
Ow.
they're all complicated characters, and I'm very glad that we got to spend time with them. We might see them again in the future, I'm sure. But for now, let's focus on what we're doing tonight. So, Arby, can we get that? Can we roll that beautiful bean footage?
Okay. And I'm not going to do what I did last time where I sped up so fast that even I couldn't understand myself at the end.
Yeah. Just
because I listened back through the trial episode today, and that was an atrocious.
If you want me to read through it, I'm totally cool.
No, I'll read through it.
Okay.
I don't want to speed up at the end like I did. Where
No, take as much time as you need.
The rapid fire
there
thing.
is no like. Also, I need to remember stuff too. So
Okay.
I'm here for it.
So, the Lake Wonder, the game in the universe, started with what we call Season 1, which didn't have a formal name. The Chip Saga began with Wonder by the Water. Chronologically. We're going through this chronologically. The Chip Saga began with Wonder by the Water, a one-shot set in the 1980s at the camp of the same name. Chip Winger, wrestling legend, had taken over the local summer camp. This camp would, of course, close a few years later. While at this camp, a group of counselors, including future high school gym coach Chad Brower, former cheerleader, werewolf, and future zombie Stacy Blake, future Eddie's grandma and current poke-killing church girl Elaine Stevens, an edgy young man with a shotgun and blood poetry named Reuben Mason, and a train enthusiast and short shorts wearing Henry Briggs came across a fear monster living in an old tunnel formerly used by bootleggers. They took care of this issue after facing some of their fears, and that's like the plot of the one-shot. But pertaining to Chip, it's worth mentioning that Chip's main actions in this game were to lead a group of children to an unstable cabin in the woods and then go to bed while the camp counselors took care of the problem. Chronologically, Chip's villainy was revealed yet again in the year 1997, though the events of that year's drug-fueled teenage rager and subsequent spree killings are more the subject of urban legend than literal fact, and the only survivor, a very Christian teenager named Flora Mandarin, maintains the truth that Chip Winger ordered the killings for his own political gain. There is no concrete evidence to support this, however, because, secret for you, we don't have that episode anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened.
It happened, I just said it, and it's canon. In 2017, a group of college students found themselves fighting for tuition money at the whims of a rich child. What's important from that night falls not in the hands of the budding romance between two of the contestants, the secret order of frat bro magicians, the murder of young Sheldon, the anarcho-capitalist clown that killed so many people, or the immediate cannibalization of said clown upon his death. The relevant portion comes at the end when said goth cannibal went to confront the rich child and found that the entire thing had been orchestrated by none other than Chip Winger. We picked back up into 2021. That spring, we were introduced to a group of 5 teenagers investigating 2 coma patients and a mysterious dream that every teenager in town had. Aunt Brower, Eddie Anderson, Eliza Harper, Darius Moore, and Tiff Sheridan, by the end of it, made their way to the dream world to kill the Nightmare King. They succeeded, of course, after facing down the dreams of their peers, including the Chosen One, Drake, their own nightmares, and a Horrible. In this, Chip's main actions were to help the teens summon the forest guardian New Greg in his wizard basement, and, as would come out later, loosening the Elven King of Niren's nightmare prison in the first place. This was the point where we met 3 of tonight's major players. Tiff Sheridan began as a nerdy young woman with a camera, Bigfoot lust, and a hatred for horses. Darius Moore began as a level-headed young musician with innate magical powers, and Drake Galloway began as a chosen one who appeared in a shared dream and displayed a surprising amount of competency. And then that summer, in Finding Bigfoot, this took place after the Watchers, when Eddie and Drake were briefly in a coma. A group of hunters, including Amy Bones, Darius Moore, Roxy Volta, and Will Stanton, found themselves hired by a group of affluent men in town such as Chip Winger, Duke Reginald Winger, and Mr. Iotrescu to hunt Bigfoot out in the woods. They did find some Bigfoots, but it did go. As it turned out, the dream world wasn't done with Lake Wonder, and Chuckles the clown, Eddie, and Tiff found themselves in the dream world once again, or for the first time in Chuckles' case. While the entirety of what was happening wasn't clear at the time, the three of them found themselves joined by Chip Winger and Forest Guardian New Greg while they tried to figure out what was poisoning this domain. They found and fought Duke Reginald Winger, a British wizard who was stopped by Tiff shooting him in the head. There was a spell book here, which was torn apart by Eddie and was a visible interest of Chip's. This is also the point where we saw Lewis again after he died in the dreaming mine. Just a fun fact. Okay, and then this next part is not necessarily pertaining to Chip, but it's very important context for what happened to Drake. So Valentine's Day came and went without a hitch, but the Sunday afterwards wasn't so clean. A jogger saw that a dumpster behind Sammy's local coffee and sandwich shop was torn apart. This isn't part of the Chip saga. It is worth mentioning that this investigation of the infectious fake plant led to major character beats that feed into the context for it. God damn it, I wrote it in there. Through various means, Drake, Betty, Tiff, and Arnold, who did in fact work at that shop, found themselves out on the streets and in the woods tracking a bear. They were attacked by Fey hounds infected with a specific plant, accidentally went to the Feywilds, and technically went missing for a week. While in this realm, Drake made a deal with the Fey Akanita, the mistress of the hunt, that he would return and hone his powers for 18 Fey years and 1 human year. While this was a horrible idea, he accepted and gained enough power to get rid of the plant infecting people and animals throughout the area. Of course, this meant that Drake had to go back for more training so his powers wouldn't wane. This also left Tiff obsessed with the idea of interdimensional communication because she wanted to talk to her friends. Sometime in March, Chip Winger led another Bigfoot hunting expedition, this time for the sake of finding the fabled Asquatch. On this trip, he invited several useful people, such as a chosen one, a biker magician, a man who was documenting him, and Penny Penelope, who was way too hard to describe, along with Suzette Sweet, a podcaster that he wanted to kill because she was interested in his political background. On the expedition, he passed out for the entirety of a fight with the Polyfink, rejoiced at the apparent death of Suzette, and then got punched by Marlin, the aforementioned biker magician. And then, in a future uncertain, everything fell apart. After the April Fool's Day release of a new comic by formerly disappeared artist Melvin J. Berrycloth that detailed an elven apocalypse caused by extra-dimensional shadow creatures that included a warning that this would happen here and now, a group including Darius, Tiff, Eddie, strip club bouncer and former guardian angel Aiden Steele, and chosen one dad Mark Matthew, launched an investigation that took them all across town. Mark Matthews, of course, our final major player tonight. After infections by shadow creatures, passing out in a ditch, dress shopping montages, interactions with Chip Winger and Mr. Iotrescu, breaking into several houses, assaulting an officer with magic, learning Tiff's darling pet Kepler was an alien, Tiff making horrible decisions, Mark wanting to normalcy, and much talk of shadows, portals, and elves, the group learned that Chip Winger was not in fact helping them, but was an evil wizard trying to orchestrate the end of the world. He was the one behind many of the things happening in town, such as the unlocking of an Iron's prison back in the Dreaming Mind. Joined by Ant, who was confused about whether or not Chip was their dad, the group saved Mark's wife and son, killed Chip Winger, fought an extra-dimensional shadow being, and closed the portal behind its corpse. Technically, Chip killed Chip Winger, but we'll go with what I wrote. Semantics. Seconds later, helicopters appeared overhead. Out of them, robed and suited figures emerged, put the town under quarantine, and handcuffed or somehow arrested everyone there, including a still transformed Kepler and a visibly angelic Aiden. Months later, in August, Drake, Eddie, Darius, Mark, and Tiff found themselves summoned to Cosmic Court, told to appear before the High Council of Elder Guardians. The initial assumption was that Tiff was on trial for her murder and manslaughter crimes. This was not the case. Because New Greg, Earth's forest guardian, was stepping down, the 5 of them were offered the responsibility of guardianship. All but Mark accepted. With this set in stone, everyone returned home, and that's where we left it.
That's where we left it. That's a lot. We did a lot. And you guys think about that for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, couldn't you have gone before?
No.
Come on, I could have just sent it to you.
No,
Cody.
that was great. I loved it. It was good. It was really good. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna get a free refill on coffee. Talk amongst yourself.
Well, to fill the silence, I'm going to explain what a whore eagle is. It is
an eagle that's a whore.
An eagle that's a horse, not a whore.
Whore.
It's only a whore when Lewis is involved.
No.
Lewis was involved.
Ew. Why?
Well, so this was at the end of the Dreaming Mind. We were on our way up a mountain, and this was before Darius stole the bear's skin, I believe. I would have to check on that. But we were on our way up a mountain. There was this huge staircase that we had to climb. And swooping out of the sky came this Eagle that attacked us. And Lewis, genius that he was, took off all of his clothes except for his underwear and then tried to tame it. And like obviously we fought it, and obviously Tiff killed it. Because fun fact about Tiff, she's terrified of horses, and that manifests as hatred. So the Eagle died, and then a little bit later, I believe this is the correct order of events. Yeah, because the bear led us to the cave. So after we killed the Eagle, and Lewis obviously wept over it, we continued up the mountain, and it got a lot colder, and everybody tried to summon jackets. Eliza and Tiff had mommy issues. Darius stole a bear's skin, and then the bear attacked us, chased us over a ravine, and then like we ended up in a cave. Yeah, it was a whole thing. There was foot magic. Well, because earlier Tiff almost drowned in a river, right? When they got into the dream world, Tiff almost drowned in a river because she almost fell in. But she was saved by Eddie because he was hovering above it. So she grabbed onto his feet, right? And so then they used that as a justification for him being able to teleport into her feet later. It was fun. James remembers.
So does Pepper's Farm.
Oh,
What?
I tell you, nothing was nearly as ridiculous fun as setting those donkeys on fire. And
Oh
Oh, the
yeah, the
donkey fire.
donkey fire. That thing that Drake's main repressed memory. Even if it was a dream, that shit haunts him.
but that saved our lives.
It did save our lives. We used it like a Moses Beyblade is the wording that I used.
I mean, yeah.
Because we were being attacked by ghouls. What are you supposed to do?
I mean, yeah, what's plus, a bunch of flaming asses. That's biblical, right?
But the funny thing, I think I remember the ghouls were like this, like, what the hell? And they're just, no.
I mean, technically, that was also Lewis's fault.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but we
We
had to
wanted
get out of
horses
there
to ride out
somehow.
of there. We wanted horses, and he summoned donkeys.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man.
He summoned Donkey Ollie.
Yeah, if we would have had horses, then it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and we could have brought out our
Context was
style.
that this was Eliza's memory, and in that memory, she'd had her van, so she was able to drive out of there. But obviously, the van wasn't there, so we needed something else to ride. So we're like, hey, let's try to summon some horses. Summons donkeys. Obviously, the logical thing is to light the donkeys on fire using tractor gasoline and hay.
A Zippo lighter.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Back before Drake had his magic.
Mm-hmm.
He was a baby
He was just a little baby.
who dreamed about moldy food and giving lectures in his underwear,
And
as you do.
yeah.
I had no idea he would snowball into whatever the fuck this is.
I don't think any of us expected any
He
of these
was a
characters to snowball
one-shot
into
character. He
anything.
was a one-shot character, and now look at him like.
Yeah, a poor baby boy.
Who has gone through some shit.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Darius is the only one who's like normal anymore.
Darius is the most normal one of us all.
And that's saying something because in the Dreaming Mind, he bribed a nurse with Robux.
I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Where is Cody?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we're gonna say that Cody went to poop.
Jared's back before Cody is. Come on.
Wait, what happened?
Cody's still gone, and we've just
Cody
been
had to
talking
take a
about.
I think Cody went on a road trip and he's actually living up to that threat and shooting in all of our toilets. He's gonna be a while.
Oh, well, then I'll be right back again.
No.
He's like, knock on the door. It's like, can I use your bathroom? No, Cody, no.
No,
Without me.
no, you shit in the yard.
What else happened? What else can we say to fill the silence?
Let's see, what can I talk about?
I don't want to get into Tiff's costume until like it's time to get into the costume. Now he's back as soon as Jared.
Sorry,
leaves.
dad
Come
stuff.
on.
Dad
as soon
stuff.
As Jared left again. Come on.
Yes. Just yeah.
It's-
Okay.
Jared left again.
That's okay.
It's your fault.
This is your fault. We gave them some more context on the dreaming mind just to fill the silence. I hope you're okay with that.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot more. The Dream Mind had a lot of stuff to it.
It had a lot of stuff. We talked about the War Eagle. We talked about
Donkey fire.
Donkey fire.
Flaming asses.
Oh boy,
Uh,
those are the
I
good
loved
days.
it. and what are these?
These are the bad
We could
days.
we could get silly again. We could.
Oh, we will.
I mean, we probably will because, yeah, Drake is Faye now.
Mm-hmm. And
That is a thing.
Tiff is insisting that she's better now. So
Which,
it's gonna get weird.
fun fact, I think my favorite line ever was typed in a chat during the Sunday game. I'm half Faye, says the bisexual.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I'm half fairy, says the bisexual.
Yeah, that's.
Courtesy of our very own Jenny.
Oh
Oh,
God.
good times.
So
So,
wait to play with Jenny
well,
on Saturday.
oh,
Tomorrow. Yes.
really? Oh,
It's
so,
tomorrow.
yeah,
Yeah, I
so
hope
so
you're ready.
that's the game that you're playing that you can't come to my game tomorrow for.
I'm gonna be a thirsty sword lesbian and you can't stop me.
Hey, I've
Yeah.
heard good things. So
It's fun. It's fun.
so let's
I
talk
have
about
things planned.
what's going on now.
Oh dear God.
So the last time we left, like really left Lake Wonder, not counting the trial of Tiff Sheridan, which does take place after a future uncertain.
Ow, my toe.
But when we last really left Lake Wonder, we left it in the midst of chaos, right? Everyone involved in the end of a future uncertain, well, not everyone, but you guys, the main central players, were all taken into custody by a secret government organization. Now, let me tell you about that secret government organization.
They suck booty.
What was that?
Never mind. Proceed.
So, let me. So this Lake Wonder has been was quarantined for a good while. After a future uncertain. By a group. It's an off the books government agency known as the Black Robes Division. They are the government's secret, super buried deep down magical agency. The agency monitors magical happenings, magical anything. They monitor anything that seems out of the ordinary and too destructive. And they've had their eye on Lake Wonder for a very good long time. And they've turned an eye to most things. But the unleashing of an eldritch god is something that they couldn't ignore. And they have been very well acquainted with Chip Winger for a very long time. and they swooped in and decided that Lake Wonder was a national security threat. That's right. And the Black Robes Division locked down Lake Wonder. They put a magical barrier over Lake Wonder. And then over the next several months, now here's the thing about this. For the most part, the Black Robes Division has left Lake Wonder's main general population to exist as normal, right? People can leave this city. They can do their things but they monitor everyone in town and everyone's magical properties. And they have been slowly cataloging and taking stock of every magical person and registering them, starting with all of you, except for, of course, Tiff. Tiff is not magical, or wasn't. I don't know about right now.
She still isn't.
Still isn't. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into it later.
Yeah. So everyone with magical abilities has been detained and questioned, and they have been tested and filed away. And then they've been allowed to live their lives, but the shadow of this organization looms over them always. Basically, they're watching it, and you step a foot out of line, and things don't go the very best for you. Now, over the past couple of months, the Black Robes Division has slowly been loosening its grip a bit. But they've seen resistance to what they're doing. There's a group of people who have been fighting this, who have been trying to figure this out, who have been there have been small conflicts, small skirmishes between the division and some magical people who did not appreciate being treated the way they have been treated. And it's caused quite a big stir. And there has been some casualties along the way. And we find ourselves now at a point where the division has almost fully left Lake Wonder, except they have set a operation not far from Lake Wonder to keep an eye on it. And Lake Wonder has kind of gotten back to business as usual, with a bit more tension. But yeah, there's a little bit more tension in the air. There's a little bit more, well, what's going to happen now? Are they going to just leave Lake Wonder be as long as everyone stays relatively quiet? Things are good. And they've been able to spin what's been going on in Lake Wonder, basically to keep, for the most part, the general population at bay. You know how the government does things. So that's where we are now. The Black Robe Division is not fully, their presence is still in Lake Wonder, but it's not, no one's on house arrest. No one, the bubble has been removed. All of you with magic have been cataloged. and you have been warned to stay within your lane. And any further incidences,
Quick question.
yes.
Does that include Drake, all things considered? Because he technically hasn't, been on this side of reality.
Well, I mean,
Just wondering for
let's
reference.
we'll get to Drake in a second.
Okie dokie.
I want to get to the players who are in Lake Wonder at this very moment.
Cool.
Well, okay. Well, let's talk about Drake for a second. Actually, did Drake? Now, how? Because Drake was taken directly from the Fey realms. Did Drake go back?
Let's see. It was 2 months ago, so probably.
Okay.
It probably had to.
Yeah. So Drake is not in Lake Wonder. Drake has not been cataloged. I don't know if they know fully about Drake at all.
I mean, I know he's probably got some attention because he's never tried to hide his magic and shit.
Yeah, I mean, they know who Drake is, but I don't
yeah.
think they know who he is now, right?
Yeah. They were just they just know him as the kid who turned into chickens in the park and shit. So.
Yeah. So things in Lake Wonder are mostly normal, but there's a lot of weirdness, right? There are still magical users being taken in the night. And it's not exactly the most amazing of atmospheres. And that kind of brings us to now. It is in-game time, Halloween. And all of the events that have transpired since the end of A Future Uncertain have happened. The Black Robes Division has reigned over Lake Wonder. They still, the mayor of Lake Wonder, Mrs. Anderson, Mayor Anderson, is still the mayor, but she doesn't have that much power. The division basically runs the city. And what have all of you been up to since we got back from the trial? Let's just go right into it and start with you, Tiff.
Well, okay. So Tiff has been up to a lot. So I think it's worth mentioning that before the trial, when she was under house arrest, she was not doing well. She sort of stopped talking to everybody. She lit all of her notes on fire just in case the government tried to take them from her.
Mm-hmm.
All that existed were in encrypted files on her computer, which she then accidentally broke when she fell off a stool in her room. So it's been a lot of rebuilding her notes and then burying them in the backyard, trying to appear very normal, just like a normal college student who got a lot knocked out in high school, so moved on to the higher level labs and things. She's been interning at the morgue in the basement of Lake Wonder's hospital, and she doesn't know what to do with Kepler, so there's that. But it's also on the social aspect of things. She's tried making friends at college. She's tried rebuilding her relationship with her aunt, which sort of fell apart after the whole "you got caught with a gun you weren't supposed to have" thing. And I'm not sure if she's talked to anybody since the trial. But if she has, it's mostly just been apologies. And that's Tiff.
Well, that is Tiff. I'm still here. I gotta just toss something up. But she really lost her relationship with her aunt?
So realistically, it would have been a lot of like Tiff isolating herself, and it just wouldn't have been good for anybody involved.
Yeah.
But she's been rebuilding it these past 2 months.
Well, that's
all
good.
of the progress that they made before.
Because Tiff definitely needs someone like her aunt in her life.
Mm-hmm.
But that does sound like how that whole series of events definitely feels like Tiff.
Oh, I forgot to mention, she has secretly been out in the woods in okay, here's the thing, this requires backstory. So she and Denny met, they're friends now. It's a long story. But part of that is that Denny has been rebuilding her great-grandfather's cabin out in the woods, and so Tiff has been out there in secret in the basement of that, building machines. Yeah. And once I advance enough to get a haven, that's what it's going to be mechanically. It's just a room for now.
Perfect. So Tiff has just been in a basement making machines.
Yes. And also in the basement of the hospital.
Oh, we know that hospital.
We love that hospital.
Mm-hmm.
She's never been there as a patient.
All you need is a Steam gift card and you're good.
Yep, it's true. Just need some Robux.
So, Jared, let's talk about Mark. Mark has been through a lot, hasn't he? Him and his family.
I mean, a little, yeah.
I mean, the former mayor of Lake Wonder tried to kill your wife.
And son.
Also tried to brainwash your son as well. But then tried to kill your son.
Yeah, it was a rough couple days for sure.
Mark gained powers that his son was supposed to get, and was dragged into a conflict he had no desire to be in.
Yep, got it. That is correct again. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Where's Mark's head at right now? Tell me.
So after the supposed trial of Tiff, he asked them to take away his chosen powers, which they did. And then he went home and tried to just put it all behind him.
He did try to put it all behind him. And for a while it seemed to have worked, didn't it?
Yeah,
but
went back to his normal life. His job at the factory.
That's right. Just 9 to 5, provide for the family, movie nights. No, let's not worry about the background noise of scary secret government agencies, magical battles that were swept under the rug. But Mark has learned that the universe doesn't necessarily care what you want, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he doesn't care what the universe wants.
Well, you know who doesn't care what Mark wants?
The universe?
No. Time. But what's Mark up to now?
So what day is it?
It's Halloween.
Yeah, he's probably just doing some last minute, rearranging, getting all the decorations put up. Make sure he's got enough candy to last him.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to forget about all that spooky supernatural stuff and just have some fun at Halloween.
Just a good old classic American good time.
You know it.
Okay. Perfect.
You know all about the famous Lake Wonder Halloween hot dog.
Oh, the Halloween hot
contest.
dog contest. Is that where they try to make hot dog skeletons?
Yeah, and then they eat them.
And then they eat them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, they almost canceled it because one kid choked on a toothpick.
That's his own damn fault.
Yeah. He. But the thing is, like, he wasn't trying to eat the hot dog. He was trying to eat the toothpick.
Yeah, idiot.
I
mean,
that's brilliant.
It is brilliant. Yeah.
Survival of the fittest, I say.
It was a dumb little kid named Cody.
There you have it. Makes sense.
Perfect. That's great. Mark, thank you for that. James, let's talk about Darius.
Oh, well, so Darius, during all the time between sessions, he's been kind of hitting up the local bars and club scenes and stuff with his band. So he's been touring all around Washington State and parts of Oregon.
Okay,
and just
perfect.
rocking out.
Just kind of like keeping his head down and focus on what matters right now, rock and roll.
Yep. And no one really suspects anything because he's kind of has control of his powers and stuff and what he can do. So
yes, he can, absolutely. He's very good at what he does. So yeah, that tracks with Darius. Darius has always been kind of the level-headed one.
Yeah.
So, perfect, excellent. You all. So, well, Tiff, do you have any Halloween plans?
Sorry, I forgot to eat dinner, so I was having a peanut cluster. Yeah, Tiff does have Halloween plans. Obviously, she still had class, so she still had to head into the city and then come back to help out at the morgue. But after that, the plan was to get herself dressed up for Halloween and then get Kepler dressed up for Halloween and then take one of the neighbor kids out trick-or-treating.
Oh, perfect.
She's allowed to because she vowed never to take apart his father's fireworks again.
Oh.
That's why she wasn't allowed to go to their family barbecues because she did that once, and but she promised not to anymore.
Perfect.
So she's allowed.
I imagine Darius is probably playing a Halloween show.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He probably played a couple of them. So like one was probably earlier in the day, and then this one's for the evening. So
the spooky show.
Yep.
Perfect. You all, every single one of you,
level up and have 2,000 gold.
Yeah, you're all level 20 now.
Sorry,
I was
wrong.
already level 20.
Yeah, I forgot to mention we switched the Pathfinder 2E.
Mm-hmm.
So you all get a text message. All of you, even Mark. Not
just ignoring it.
Yeah, not Drake. Drake, there's no cell reception in the food.
Drake doesn't have a phone.
Get a text message.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
What
The
the
secret
hell?
to interdimensional communication was that easy?
That's right. All you needed was it's the 5G. If it can give you COVID, it can.
Why did it take me
Like,
8 months to figure it out?
I can see it now. Drake fucking gets a text message in the Feywild. We've been trying to reach you, but your car's extended warranty.
Damn.
Oh my
God damn it!
Yeah, they'll find you.
If
they
anybody
will.
if anybody can figure out the secret, it's them people.
It's
God.
They come showing up like Tom Cruise and shit, and they're like, "Hey neighbor, how's it going?" And then the reveal, rip off the face, and
Yeah.
yep, every time.
That works every yeah.
Like, no.
So you all get a text message. Tiff, while you're out taking the neighbor kid trick-or-treating, you get a text, your phone, buzz, buzz, you know, typical Lake Wonder.
Yeah.
That is
She tries to keep it on silent, but it just won't.
Buzz, buzz. Darius, you get a buzz, buzz. Mark gets a buzz, buzz. We'll deal with Mark in a second. And it says, it's from,
Potential spam.
yeah, it's potential spam.
That is great.
It is. It's from Melvin J. Berrycloth. That's right. You remember that fucking guy?
I thought he hated me. This is nice.
It just says party at Mr. Iotrescu's house. Quite urgent.
Urgent party.
Please come at your earliest convenience. And it also says, I made cookies.
I look down at the cookies and say, someone else promised cookies if you join the dark side. I don't know if this is legit.
I'm gonna text him back. Sorry, I can't be there. I'm super grounded right now, and I'm taking my neighbor kid out trick-or-treating. I hope the party goes well. Those cookies look great. Signed, TMS.
Boop. You get a reply pretty quickly that says, "This is not an actual party. This is, it's real serious. If you bring the kid if you have to, I'll give him candy." Mr. also says Mr. Iotrescu says you'll give him money if he needs.
What? The fuck does this mean? I'll bring the kid. I don't give a shit.
Okay, yeah, you bring the kid.
My kid.
How old is this kid?
Probably 10.
All right, cool. Lizzie, you're playing the kid.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Practice for Desolation Fury Season 2. Let me get a name. I need to figure out a name.
Lizzie's naming the kid.
Lizzie, name the kid.
His name is Darren.
Darren?
Darren.
Yep, Darren.
Hipster ass parents.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Jared, Mark got a text.
Oh, what does it say?
I sent the text of it to the chat.
In roll 20. It says, party at Mr. Iotrescu's house. Quite urgent. Please come at your earliest convenience. I made cookies from Mark. No, not Mark, but Melvin J. Berrycloth.
Melvin J. Berrycloth sent me that text?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mark is going to send back, thanks for the invite, but I'll have to politely decline. I have a party going on at my house tonight. It's going to be so much fun. XOXO.
Bloop.
No, please go.
That's funny.
Yeah, the next text you get is a sad face, and then similar to what was sent to Tiff, this is not a actual party. I was I was just being cute. This is a real urgent matter. Please come at your earliest convenience. XOXO.
I will be there tomorrow morning before going into work. Thank you again for the invite. So.
What the fuck is happening?
There's a there's a like a few minute pause. What did you send to him? What are you sending to him, Darius?
Nothing.
What's
Because
it?
he's on stage and he's professional.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
So, yeah, Darius just maintains his coolness.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, Darius doesn't respond. Tiff, what did you say to him? That you'll bring the kid?
I'll bring the kid, but I have to talk to my aunt first because I'm super grounded.
Okay.
We don't have to like actually talk it out. I just
I'll talk
caveat.
it out. I'll talk it out with Mark here. After a moment, Mark, you get a reply. After the frowny face, Melvin J. Barrycloth says, "It has to be tonight. I need you all here tonight. You know, if you want to make things right, you'll come tonight."
I think you have me confused with someone who has powers. I gave up that life months ago. XOXO.
It's like, oh dear God, I did not say XOXO. Well, it's there now.
It's like it autofills from text to his wife.
Yeah.
We're
gonna put a pin on this for a second, Jared. RBR. So you're gonna go talk to your aunt?
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna walk the kid home. We haven't gone that far.
Oh.
But I'm going to give him the option. All right. So here's the thing. I have to go. You know, Darren. You know Mr. Iotrescu, right?
Who?
He's that rich asshole. Don't tell your dad it's that asshole. He's that rich asshole who lives in that huge mansion.
Oh, you mean the dick who didn't have any candy?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, that guy.
That's why we didn't go there. So we have to go. I have to go there. You are welcome to come with me.
Are you gonna TP his house?
He could. He wanted to. But
I mean, I have
we do,
toilet paper and eggs.
I have to talk to my aunt real quick first.
Because
I'm very, I'm very grounded. So.
Yeah, that's why you're with me, right?
Yeah, because your sister isn't grounded, and went to a party in Pine Valley. So you can come with me if you want.
Yeah.
But first, we need to. All right, you wait out here with Kepler, okay?
Okay. I'll
you look.
take care of Kepler.
The camera pans down to Kepler, and he's dressed up as Tiffany Valentine from the opening of Bride of Chucky. So like,
perfect.
Very very tight leather skirt. And I will let you in on a secret. Tiff is dressed as a mad scientist, but she was also originally dressed as Tiffany Valentine. But Kepler didn't want to match, so she threw on the mad scientist stuff over it. So, all right. So I'm gonna go talk to my aunt real quick. You wait out here with Kepler, and then we'll go. I'm an adult. I can go if I want to. Still gonna talk to her.
Kepler looks up at you and just, gives you like a little bit of head tilt. Just.
I'm 18, Kepler. You were... No, you weren't.
Yeah, so you're gonna just leave this kid with your weird space rat?
Yeah, they're just like standing outside the house.
And he's in a dinosaur suit.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then I run in and I tell my aunt that I'm going, and then I leave.
Okay.
And then we go.
Your phone rings.
We have to take the car. Because I don't trust you on my motorcycle, Darren.
But, aw,
Come on.
that's
Every
stupid.
time you ride bitch, you try to take your hands off, and that's not allowed.
Well, why not?
Because you're gonna fall off.
I haven't fallen off yet.
You will, and then I'll go to prison. So I get a call, and I'm
Ring.
actively ignoring it. Actively ignoring it while we have this conversation. Hello? I'm trying to talk to a kid about road safety. Who is this?
It's Melvin J. Berrycloth.
Oh, hello, Mr. Berrycloth.
Oh, hello, my dear.
Sorry for snapping at you again.
I've changed my accent, apparently.
You sound a different kind of British now.
I'm trying new things, different avenues. It's all a bit, loosey-goosey.
We are on our way. I have to take my aunt's car.
Yes,
because
I'm sure that you do, my dear. Yes.
Me.
I don't know why I didn't just call first, but I do like a good text. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know you like a good text.
I do. I have been,
you send way too many emojis.
I've been incognito for a long time.
I'm going to be honest. You send way too many emojis.
So do me a favor, dear, before you come over to Mr. Iotrescu's Halloween Monster Bash. Could you swing by that sweet dear boy Mark's house and grab him up? He's a little reluctant to come for some reason. Says he's got his own party to do and politely declined.
I'll be honest, I haven't talked to Mr. Matthews since I yelled at him in the Cosmic Court. So I might not be the best person for that.
Oh, that certainly isn't my problem. But
you're not gonna drop this until I do it, are you?
No. Look, listen. I don't know if you've known about the current goings on in Lake Wonder, the atmosphere, all of the things that have been happening. You do know that we are being
yeah, I know.
Yes.
There's a reason I do my work in a basement.
I mean, yes. Lovely place, by the way.
What the fuck?
Oh, listen. It should have come as a surprise.
Darren, don't tell your dad I said fuck.
Okay, I won't tell my dad you said fuck.
Look,
boy.
Just go to Mark's house and grab him. And do you know where Darius is? I can't seem to get a hold of him. I tried texting him. I sent him.
Did you check his band's Instagram?
Do I even have an Instagram?
I mean, Darius is all over the socials.
Oh, I got.
He has a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
To include, Elon Musk is even following him.
Wow. Oh wow.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's
he
not too
doesn't
happy
have to
about
pay
it.
$8 for his check.
Yeah. He keeps
he's
trying to.
playing a
He
show.
keeps DMing you like, "Hey, you want to get verified?"
Yeah.
Pay me $8.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the cost of a cup of Starbucks every month.
Okay, listen, Mr. Berrycloth. You know I admire you, and I'm very sorry for the way that I acted.
Lovely. Oh, listen.
I
water
don't
under the
know if I
bridge,
can get either
dear.
of these people. I don't know if I can get either of these people.
Well, you gotta try.
Darius is playing somewhere that I can't get into because I'm not allowed there for reasons. And
well, sounds like you should be getting
Matthew.
creative.
Oh, this is just like when I tried to get into Jaded Paradise. Oh my god. Fine. I'll go try to get Mr. Matthew. Keep driving. Last time I did this, there was a fucking werewolf in the car.
Yes, you are a very strange girl, aren't you? You always have the strangest things to say. One of these days I gotta pick that.
You're not touching my head.
No, I'm not actually going to pick your brain. That's not the things that I do.
Nobody's allowed in my brain.
And you hear a voice in the background. You recognize it as his elven husband. And he's like, "Oh no, yes. I know. I'm being ridiculous. I got this. Look, you gotta.
I'm going.
You just gotta get them.
I'm about to start driving, so we
okay.
have to hang up.
Excellent.
Darren, is your seatbelt on?
Who's there? Oh
yeah,
yes, is that the boy?
Yes. I look over. His seatbelt isn't on, is it?
It's on. He's just got it like this sort of.
How much would I need to? We
holding
would
it
need to
there.
pay him for him not to say anything.
Hey, we'll talk when we get there.
Yes, we'll talk.
I'm gonna go try to get Mr. Matthew. And then we'll see about Darius.
Yes, please. Do give me a text when you got them all.
Okay.
Goodbye, and he hangs up.
God, it's fucking freezing in this car. And then we drive away.
Okay.
And we are listening to Tiff's favorite band, Mommy Longlegs.
Mommy Longlegs.
Yeah, her favorite band.
What about Booscumps?
Goosegumps isn't real.
I know. They're real to me,
is a
damn it.
fictional band in a horror movie.
But I mean, hey, the song that was attributed to Booscumps was real. It was
just also Toxic Tantrum's band that did it.
Yeah, I mean,
They
obviously.
put their drummer on vocals so that it would sound like
the drummers are gross. That's what it sounded like.
Me personally, I like Crashing the Boys from Scott Pilgrim.
So you're
Yes.
You're driving to Mr. Matthews' house?
Mark. Yeah, I'm driving to Mark's.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Matthews.
For the record, Tiff is never going to refer to him as Mark. That's not going to happen.
So you're on your way to his house, and all of a sudden, right next to you in your seat, Mark Matthews pops right next to you.
What the fuck?
Mark, you're probably making like, I don't know, spaghetti brains or something, doing whatever dads do in the suburbs.
Making hot dog guacamole.
Yeah, wiener-mole.
Wiener moly.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross.
Cockamole.
No, you've gone too far.
I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
No, actually, for Halloween, you could probably get guacamole and put it in a fresh diaper, and then use that as the dip.
That's right.
He's not gonna be that gross.
I think it's fun.
It's not gross because it's guacamole. It's all
My
right.
favorite part's when I get to the diaper and I get to eat it.
Fuck off, Cody. You've got to stop making jokes about this before you actually develop that. You've got to stop.
Oh, who says I haven't?
These diapers are edible.
Well, I'm sure they make those. I don't want to think about
Mark just
that.
appears in my aunt's car.
What the hell?
What the fuck? I slam on the brakes.
Mark,
In the
give me
middle of
act
the
under pressure,
Windshield,
please.
'cause I haven't had to put a seatbelt on.
Act under pressure, Mark.
Act under pressure.
First roll.
Let me see. Do I have any
So bright.
act under pressure?
Under pressure.
I don't.
Okay.
What happened? Oh, it's a 7. Okay.
Yeah.
It just took a while to load. It was
Yeah,
just
so-
start
Yeah.
play online.
It did the same thing to me.
So Mark, you mostly stop yourself from going head first into the dash, as like Tiff just slams on the brakes. you put your arms out and you kind of jam your wrist a bit.
Ew.
In the next roll you take that has to do with your right wrist, your right hand, arm, whatever, you take a -1. Just your next roll, just for fun.
Mark masturbates furiously with his right hand.
What?
Well,
Mr. Matthew, there's a child in the car.
Listen, I'm just trying to get this roll out of the way, all right?
I think
Dear
that
God.
I think that would be
Directly to
Oh
prison.
God!
It's
Oh,
going
no.
to be-
I just made a horrible joke in my head. Oh no! Oh no!
And that's how Mark Matthews wound up on a list.
This is how Mark Matthews became
Are we sure it's
Dexter's
not big
wife.
magic?
No, I was gonna say someone's got to roll help out.
No!
Ew.
No!
Not it.
Absolutely not.
Um.
I'm Tiff. I
Okay.
can't do it.
No,
All right.
no. Mark
My wrist is
just started
sore.
jerking off in a random car.
So this is
I'm scared.
What game is this?
Kepler's head.
This is an ass squatch, guys.
This is just a fantasy sequence that exists in Kepler's head. It didn't actually
Kepler's a
happen.
sick fuck.
I think we all knew that.
I think we all knew that. His
You've
modus
seen the way
operandi
that he
is to
looks
go
at
directly
him.
through the dick.
So yeah, Mark, you're in
So
the
I
car.
slam on the brakes. Yeah.
What the hell, Tiff?
What the hell? How did you get in here?
What is it?
I was just trying
I
to
don't
get in the
know.
house.
Did you do something?
No. I can't do anything. You know I don't do magic.
Well, I don't have any powers anymore, so
Are you sure?
yeah, he
Darren, this
took
is
my
this
powers.
is Mr. Matthew. Say hi.
Hi. He
Oh,
says
this
is
I'm
the neighbor
ruffled up
kid.
Hey there,
with
pal.
a
How's it
handful of
going?
candy, just shoving it in his face because.
Hey, limit yourself to 2.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Halloween spirit.
No.
Why don't
Hey, I
you
am
stop by
gonna-
my house later for some
I am
wiener
sticking
mole?
to- Ew. Anyway, I am sticking to 2 bags.
Don't knock it till you
No.
try it.
Hand it back up. I'm
Nope.
not gonna.
Mine.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm not. Your dad's gonna yell at me if you get sick.
So it's not my problem then, is it?
Hand up the candy.
You suck.
If I get yelled at because
Candy.
you get sick, you're not allowed to come up on the roof with me anymore.
Fine.
Thank
Just
you.
tosses up the candy and hits Mark in the head.
I would make such a horrible parent.
Mark eats all the candy
Mark, Mr. Matthew.
while maintaining eye contact.
Yeah, it just says Dead Dex.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a U-turn and then head toward Mr. Iotrescu's house.
Whoa! I need to go home. My house
no.
is that way.
There's
Nope,
something
we're
important
TPing in
happening,
the
I guess.
house, I
And so
gotta go.
we're going to Mr. Iotrescu's.
No, Tiff,
and then
I've
I'm gonna
got
go back out to find Darius. And
no,
uh,
I've got something to do. I need to get back to my house.
no, I'm going evil mode now. I'm going evil mode, and we're going to Mr. Iotrescu's.
If you're ever going evil mode, you give my damn candy back.
No, I wouldn't. I would
Damn
become
it.
tyrannical. It's a slippery
Eh.
slope. God, I hate having responsibility. God.
So you're heading to Mr. Iotrescu's house?
Yeah.
Whether
yes,
Mark
yes.
likes it or not?
Whether Mark likes it or not, then I'm gonna go back out and get Darius.
Mark, are you gonna punch this teenage girl?
Punch
No.
this teenage girl. She's an adult. Go on.
Still
I
teenager.
take out my knife and I stab her in the side and then slit her throat.
You can
Aw.
try, but I
Just
have
that
science
bad.
That,
arm.
again, that is Kepler's fantasy.
I mean, like, we know that the only reason he hangs around her is because he likes the way she smells.
yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, that's the
Everybody's
reason that he
fantasy
found
just-
her. It's all about the found family exists. You're like his best friend.
aw. And they
Mark
do share
does
a
send
bed.
a.
Because
Who
she
also
smells
smells
like
real
cheese.
nice.
It's because she uses green apple dandruff shampoo.
He loves
She
it.
smells like cheese.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's sitting there back with Darren, and he's kind of like, he's like, just kind of like,
Darren hasn't had a bath in weeks.
yeah.
I
Dan-
mean, he
Not
probably
saying that
has
he
it.
does.
Apple shampoo.
He runs it, and then he just, like, stands in the bathroom.
He doesn't use soap.
Oh.
He just gets wet.
yeah.
Oh my god.
You see, Kepler tries to come up, try to get in the candy, scrambles up.
Kepler, you're gonna rip your skirt. Get back in the back seat.
Mark, are you gonna try to stop Tiff or try to get?
Mark is sending a text to his wife.
Okay.
We are actively blaring music as well. Like there is very
Mommy
screechy
long
Riot Girl
legs.
vocals happening.
Mark sends, something happened, ended up in Tiff's car, and now she's taking me to Barry Cloth's house. Will
That would have been funny if you
Uber back when I get there.
would have been hilarious if you said
No XOXO.
it
No, I'm
happened
kidding.
and then
An
leave
extra
it.
X.
Kisses.
And you guys head to Mr. Iotrescu's house.
We do, and then I have to go turn.
Darius, you get another call. Ring, 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 ring.
He's actively on stage.
Yeah, you're getting a call now. No longer buzz, buzz, buzz.
Yep, he gets it. He's like, hey, hello.
Darius, my boy, it's me, Mr. Barry Cloth. Fucking answer your text.
I was kind of in the middle of something,
Oh,
but
good for you. Hey, you want to just drop everything
What a
you're doing right
dick.
now and head over to the Mr. Iotrescu's house? He said he can send a chopper. If we need to, I mean, are you close by?
is this regarding the party?
Oh, so you did read the text.
Yeah, I mean, I skimmed it, but I was also in the middle of.
It better have been seen across your smartwatch.
Anyway, sure, bring the chopper, and but me and my band will be there.
The whole band.
The whole band.
The whole band.
What?
We finally get to meet the band.
The whole
Yes.
band? The whole band?
The whole band.
Tiff brings a child, and you're bringing a whole. Is it?
Does he say that? Because I'll be like, why the fuck did Chip bring a child?
Not Tiff.
Oh, I thought you said Chip. I was like, what? Then I definitely don't say that.
Okay.
Actually, I probably would, because he would have heard you and sound like you said Chip.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, okay. Tiff. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do it. Whatever. Yeah, fine. Just bring the whole. Just gosh, now it is gonna be a fucking whole part. Oh God. All right.
As if Mr. Crusher couldn't handle, 4 people.
Yeah. Well, this was supposed to be in. Well, we'll roll with the punches, as they say. Listen. Be here soon. The chopper will be there, I guess. We'll pick you up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go finish up my set real quick.
Sure. All right. Well then, bye now.
I'd like to think he did that call on the stage.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yes.
One quick second, guys. My wife isn't tall enough to reach our fat cat from my son's top bunk.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, they snuggle real
Yeah.
close, and only my long arms can do it.
Aww.
Man, if that cat
Cat nerd.
it crushed someone.
Oh, he's a good boy.
That doesn't mean he won't crush anybody.
I know.
True.
Oh, you're a good boy. It's like, yeah,
Wish.
but still smash that other person to death. So yeah.
I mean, priorities.
Yeah. God, I love Darren.
I'm bullshitting. I don't know what I'm doing
I
here.
think he's great. Tiff would
basically
make a
just-
horrible
I
parent.
mean, those of you who've seen Desolation Freeway, Darren is just Diet Daryl. Like, that's it.
Mm.
Like,
Diet Daryl. It's like
there's a
Daryl
secret.
classic.
This is Diet Daryl. Like, there you go.
They're
And yet
secretly
something
related.
about that. And yet something about that. No, I don't think Darren's a Galloway.
Secretly related.
Too many Galloways.
I don't know how Mark got into Tiff's car.
But here we are.
Here we are. I was trying to think if there was anything that would like work in my moves as like something that would have inspired it, but like no, there isn't.
I think this is just some Cody bullshit.
Yeah. Well, like the reason I was thinking about that was because the Mark Croft thing. Where my
All right.
fellow believer move
Well,
turned into him pulling in.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Exciting.
All right. So Darius is getting in a chopper, and then the three of us are in a car.
Yes, Darius is getting in a chopper.
Get to
And
the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
you got to the chopper. And so
Yeah, come on.
you you all make it to Mr. Iotrescu's house, which of course is tucked up away from the rest of Lake Wonder. Big old mansion, incredibly fortified with security.
Of course it is.
No longer Amy Bones. She's been fired. She was embezzling.
What?
Excuse you.
Excuse you.
Wait, what the fuck?
Just a joke. Funny
Amy
joke.
is a good girl.
It was a funny joke.
I mean, it was.
I
a
was
joke.
offended.
Is
Good.
it Amy that greets us?
What? Of course.
Hi, Miss Bones.
Amy's just in a very sharp
Hello.
suit.
Come on in.
Darius, your chopper.
Darren, say hi to Miss Bones.
Hi, Miss Bones. That's cool as fuck.
Hey.
Just
Yes.
taught me that word.
Hello.
Hey.
And you guys hear like a helicopter like coming in. And yeah, it like lands on a helipad outside of the gate.
How did this fucker not have any candy?
Oh, he will. He will.
He better. Look at that shit.
And out
Honestly, I'm
of
trying to remember from the last time he was here. I think he was kind of a health nut.
the yeah, he's a super health nut.
Ew.
That's stupid.
Like an almond?
No, Mr. Matthew, like somebody that
Oh
Like
no,
a
Mr.
macadamia.
Matthew's not there.
yes he is.
Mm-mm. No, the second
the
that Tiff
fuck?
parked, he turned around and walked away.
Mr. Matthew!
He is going to, I don't know how far he's going to make it with all the security, but he is going to attempt to leave.
Okay. I mean, is Amy gonna try to stop him?
I could try to
Amy's
stop
not
him.
going to.
I could try to stop him.
Go ahead and try to. Go ahead.
Okay, so I am going to use one of my new moves. I have the move, the Doors of Perception, which allows me to use magic with sharp instead of weird if I do it through scientific means. So what I'm going to do is, and this is going to obviously require a roll, which could obviously fail, but the idea is that I'm going to lock the gate such that he cannot get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm going to roll that. So on a 7 to 9, I get my effect and a glitch. I'll take 1 harm, ignore armor. And then the effect is going to be track a specific person, minion, or monster, that specific person being Mark.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Noted morally gray person, Tiff Sheridan, obviously is going to do a trapping you inside of here.
yeah. So the gate closes shut. And Amy just kind of raises an eyebrow.
Tiff holds up her phone, and it's she did find a way to do it through there.
Yeah, you stumble and kind of bonk your head. That's how you hurt yourself.
Amy shoots
It
you with a
starts
one-armed
bleeding.
gun for messing with the gate.
She's like, "Do you know how much that gate costs?" Of course you don't.
$30.
Yeah, times that.
$30. Any more than that would be ridiculous.
This is a state of the art, bitch.
31.
Yeah, the kid's got it.
And then I put my phone in my pocket so Mark doesn't know it was me.
Well, Mark, the gate closes on you.
Getting old.
And after a moment, the familiar faces of Iotrescu and Melvin J. Berrycloth meet, come down the little walkway to you. And Mr. Iotrescu, of course, he looks... You haven't seen him in quite a while. He looks a bit older. Still very put together. Like, it just looks like he's stressed a lot. He has, like, lines under his eyes. He's... he just looks a little bit worse for wear. Berrycloth looks mostly the same. Maybe like a little plumper. And Mr. Iotrescu, like, surveys Darius and his band. He sees Mark, who looks super fucking grumpy. He sees Tiff, Kepler, and a child.
Tiff's head is bleeding because she hit it so hard.
Mr. Iotrescu just looks at all you, and he's like, yes, welcome. 'Tis good to see you all again. I take it, Tiff, yes, you should get that looked at.
I'm
Yes.
fine.
Yes, well, and I don't know why you had to bring this child. This was...
Okay, so there's an explanation.
and he just holds his hands up.
I'm gonna give it. My neighbor wanted me to keep Darren away from the house all night for secret reasons, and I was supposed to take him trick or treating. There's not a whole lot of places to trick or treat in Wonder Woods. You go through all the streets; it's kind of boring.
Yes.
Yeah, because the rich people don't give out candy.
Because the rich people don't give that candy.
Yes. Well, here's the thing.
So I had to bring him with me.
Bastard.
Mr. Iotrescu looks down at you. Looks down at Darren, like, child. Your name is Darren, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I. How would you like to play some Roblox?
It's not candy, but
He's a Minecraft kid.
Oh my! Oh well, then Amy, can you cancel the Roblox gift cards? The Robux on Amazon.
I'm sure they could use them down at the hospital.
There are some nurses that need robots.
That's true. Yes. They e-currency. Yes. Yes. We'll find you something to do, young lad. And Darius, my boy, good to see you. Always good to see you.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes. Well, I see that your musical endeavors have left you quite busy.
Oh, that it has. And here's my bandmates. You see them kind of setting up their stuff because they're not asking; they're gonna play.
Okay. Yes. Yes. They can play out here. That is quite all right. Amy will be their audience.
No, what is it the
No,
Vexed
Amy.
Angel plays?
Yeah. What was that?
What does Vexed Angel play?
Yeah, what do
I
they
can't
play?
remember.
So think of them as style would be on the like Smashing Pumpkins, with some like Soundgarden and maybe a pinch of Bee Gees.
And plus
Ooh.
one horn to make it, ska.
Oh yeah,
Well,
100%.
well, okay. Well,
And that horn is a trombone.
of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I love a trombone.
We know you love trombone.
I know you're all a bunch of tromboners. Yes, I'm so sorry for the late. And Mark, thank you for coming. It was last minute. Yes, I've been very, very busy lately. There's been a lot going on, and I needed you all here tonight. It had to have been tonight, and you'll find out here soon enough. Also, well, come with me, please. And Melvin's husband rolls up and Melvin's husband. What did I name him again?
Ellis.
Ellis. Yes, Ellis. He looks to Darren and is like, well, kid, would you like to come get an absolute shit ton of candy?
Yes.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Don't let him eat it all.
Oh, I'm gonna let him eat it all.
You can't.
Yay.
I'm
I'm gonna get
gonna.
in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Not our problem.
Yeah. And it's like, yes, come.
This is just like the pumpkin patch all over again.
And then they walk off.
And Darren is dead forever.
That's right.
Aww.
Little did you know, Ellis is a sick fucking serial killer.
That's the reason.
He comes
Elf
back
got rid of
wearing
him.
Darren's face, like, ah.
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
Hey, Mr. Matthew, we have to go inside.
That's
Yes.
pretty gross.
Thought we were inside.
No,
No, we're still outside.
Yeah, you're still outside.
Who's
Yes, let's
this
hurry
guy?
this up so that I can go home.
Yes. Yes. This way, folks. And Mr. Iotrescu leads you to the house. It looks mostly the same as before, just very, well taken care of, littered with artifacts and curiosities. And he takes you into a nice nice sitting room with a nice fire going. And there's trays of snacks and those cookies and some coffee and a little kettle and a little thing that he has had prepared. And he's like, yes. Friends. Okay. I will cut to the chase. Drake,
Uh-huh.
how's the coffee?
Drake is here?
Drake's here.
What the fuck?
Well, yes, Drake arrived.
I think that is his exact. What is just sitting there holding coffee? What the fuck?
Well,
He zoned out for a while.
yeah,
and zoned
yeah.
back in.
Drake came. Was brought here about, maybe about half an hour before them.
Oh.
Uh,
Cool. It's coffee.
Yeah, cool, perfect, excellent. Yeah, Drake's here, everyone. What's Drake been up to?
So after the whole trial thing, he went back to the Feywild and let's see, he did some face shit. Possibly, he grew his hair out, bit of a goatee. He got, made a few deals, got tattoos.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
All that.
Got a
yeah.
little edgier.
I mean, he just the look matches the person now. That's all.
Nice. So Drake is here. Sorry for it to be so abrupt, but Mr. Iotrescu's like, yes, I have, I have communicated the Fae to the Fae. It wasn't easy. I don't know if you've all dealt with the Fae, but
I mean, yeah, just don't do that if you don't have to.
yeah, he just seems a little like flustered. Like they are, no offense, Drake, but they are truly the absolute worst.
What'd you give him?
He just kind of he's like, that is not a concern.
I mean,
But you're here. You are needed. All of you are needed. Because apparently you are all the guardians.
of the galaxy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Funny. I do a summoning ritual for New Greg, as you all call him, apparently, the guardian, to ask for his assistance.
Yeah, he's not the new guard. He's not the guardian anymore. He stepped down.
What was that?
He's not the guardian anymore. He stepped
Hold on,
down.
stop with my sound. Did someone say something?
He's not the guardian anymore. He
Okay.
stepped down.
Yes. Excellent. Yes. A charming raccoon fellow popped up in his place.
Honeysuckle.
Yes, Honeysuckle, a very charming fellow, and said that, well, New Greg was retiring, or something, and you all of you, are now Lake Wonder's guardians. This. How did teenagers and a suburban dad with, and let me get this straight, absolutely no power. Wait, but like,
Well, he had powers at the time, and he's actually not a guardian.
oh,
He declined.
mm,
And also, he just appeared in my car earlier.
yes.
Let me say that less like a stereotypical teenage girl. He appeared in my car earlier.
Yeah.
And don't know what that's about. He doesn't know what that's about. Darren doesn't know what that's about. I'm sure
Darius?
Kessler doesn't.
Does Darius? know?
Darius, did you summon Mr. Matthew into my aunt's car, Darius?
You're muted.
You're muted, Darius.
Guilty.
Yep, I was muted. It's like, no, I definitely don't have that type of magic. I mean, I can do quite a bit, but yeah, not move a whole person into your car while you're driving.
And while
God, I
you're
hate
rocking
driving.
out.
Can you imagine if you just kind of missed a little bit, he could have appeared in front of you.
You could have just killed him.
Don't. I hate driving enough as is. Don't remind me.
Beep, bitch.
Well, somebody did it.
Who put him in my car?
Well, someone's skilled.
It wasn't me.
Drake?
I can't do that trick yet.
Also, Drake, I missed you so much.
I know. I missed you too.
And then you hear a voice like near the fire. And it's a voice you've all heard before, and you turn to see it, and warming their hands on the fire, a fella turns around, and long, like, whitish gray beard, little stature. He turns around
Fucking Tarnal.
and he's like, well, that would be me. that would be my mischievous ways. Yes, hello everybody. It's
Gnomes!
It's me. It's your friend, the one who controls all of time and sees all, knows all, and is here on business. It seems. It's very rare that I'm able to leave the realm and conduct business. It's my subordinates, the ones below me, the ones that I delegate, those in my charge. Yes, you with the hands.
I'm trying to figure out a way to say this respectfully. Respectfully, sir.
But yes, I am a
just...
sexy bitch.
I am the most aromantic asexual person you've ever met. No, you're not. So you can't just force me to kidnap people.
Well, you didn't kidnap it. I did. I just thought it would be funny.
Him in my car.
Why did you even bring me? I don't even have powers anymore.
You put him in my car, and then I had to drive him here. Yeah, it was a moral conundrum, and I came out on the side of evil.
Well, no, my dear. I wouldn't call your actions evil. I would just call them. You were just rolling with the punches as you.
Hey, I haven't been punched in months.
Well, this isn't literal punching. This is. Yes. Yes, I saw it. There's some trickery on my part. Listen, I don't normally get involved in this kind of stuff. It's typically below me. I never expected to see all of you again for maybe, I don't know, a few millennia at least.
I'm not gonna live that long.
Oh, you will, absolutely.
That's terrifying.
Sure. If you say so, I am.
It is.
I am time, if you could believe that. Well, I mean, this incarnation of time. I
didn't know I was going to live for millennia.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't have accepted if I knew that.
Look, there's details in there. Fine print. You work it out later. There's lots of wonderful little surprises that come with the job. But. Here's
Mark was right.
Who?
Yes, hello.
Mr.
Back
Matthew.
to my question.
Oh,
not a guardian,
sir.
Why am I here?
Yes, about that. Look, again, I understand. We did take your powers. That is true. We did. We stripped you good, clean, naked as the day you were born, but in a way that was without magical powers and just raw humanity. That's you, sir. That's you. Just a dad.
Trying to see how many sexual references you can get in there, bud.
And you, Mr. Galloway. Ah, yes. The Fae. Excellent creatures. What a wonderful realm. I don't get there much, but it is quite a place. Beautiful, yes? You enjoying it?
Yeah. It's no vacation, but it's nice.
No, it's not. It's dangerous. It's in fact, I would say it has some of the rudest plants I've ever met.
Yeah, those plants bite. Some of them literally.
Yes, they're quite impolite. Especially if they knew I could, speed up their life cycle and cause them to wither and die within an instant. But I don't do that usually.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Oh yes, Mr. Matthews, let's talk about you. So, the council has granted your wish to be stripped of your powers. We will not be giving those back.
You can send me home.
We will not be giving those back. Those powers are gone. Your powers work in a much different way than some of the things that we do. Yours and fate, and it's not my domain. I don't deal with that. Besides, they weren't yours to begin with. They were supposed to be your sons, and well, that's probably where they'll end up again.
Whoa.
It's not. It's not. I don't make.
No, you can skip us next time.
I don't. Like I said, that's not my domain. I just, you know, I keep tabs on the other things, but you, sir, are a fascinating human. You don't want anything to do with this. Yet here you are.
I don't.
Well, here you are because I brought you here, but here you are anyway. Here you stand. And you wonder why. Well, you see, I'm a bit of a... Well, I get bored sometimes. I am time, yes, but time does move slowly sometimes. And what I'm getting at is I see a lot of potential in you. Yes, you think all these things about yourself. Not good enough to be Percy's father and all sorts of things that you humans trivialize and take stock in and have emotions about. But there's a lot to you. There is a lot to you. So here's what's already happened. I've sprinkled the time dust all on you. Just sprinkled it. I was like, Mr. Matthews, sprinkle. And I have given you a piece of my power, sir.
Was I unclear?
Oh,
You said
you
I
were
didn't want
clear.
powers?
You were so clear. But that's not how it works, Mr. Matthews. The universe doesn't revolve around you. You are just a player in an ever-expanding play, I like to call it. And you, this time, are going to be an integral player amongst your cohorts here. And whatever crazy plan these humans, well, he's not human, he's an elf, and well, he's not, it points to Mr. Iotrescu, he's not fully human either. And it looks at Kepler. You're a weird one. I forgot all about you guys.
He's an alien.
Oh, I know. Yes, I know exactly what he is, but I forgot all about them. Crazy.
He's dressed as Tiffany Valentine.
Yes, I don't know who that is, but crazy little guys.
Have you never seen Bride of Chucky?
I don't.
You're a time gnome.
Yes, but you're everything. And he's like, I was gonna poke your head and let you see just a glimpse of time, and then
Really?
Yeah, but then I thought, last time I did that, their head exploded.
You could explode my head. I wouldn't care.
I would. I think you're a nice lady.
I'm not a lady. Please don't call me that.
Well, either way. Mr. Matthews, welcome back to the power party.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be needed, because here's the deal, fellas. Here's why I'm here. Here's why, I've agreed to come. Dragging me out of my little hovel. It's not a hovel. It's a beautiful place on a celestial plane. It's quite lovely. Time's very, very messed up when it comes to Lake Wonder. Something is wrong. Something is, well, sick. And partially because of you all.
I knew it.
All of your meddling with magic and eldritch horrors and this and that, and you just don't know anything about what you're doing. You just play with everything like there aren't any consequences to your actions. Well, guess what? There are. And I'm not going to fix it for you.
I know there are consequences. We've been living with them.
Yes, you are.
And it's not playing with things. We're actively trying to understand the world that we live in and trying to protect it from forces that have been attacking it.
Yes.
And third, I wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. I was supposed to die in the woods when I was 16. So stuck on that.
Oh, I mean, no, you. Well, I can't say too much. I mean, you didn't die, did you?
Oh, but I should have.
Who says who?
God.
God.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, well, we can be here all day about that nonsense.
Back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
I don't think you can blame us for what's going on in Lake Wonder when we're the ones who've been trying to fix the symptoms.
Well, of course, but
the doctor doesn't cause the disease.
No, the doctor doesn't.
They just treat it.
You sure you do? You're doing a real good job, and as one of the big boys upstairs, big fellas, there's plenty of things that needs doing, and well, this is my domain. Time is where I live, you see. And you are the guardians of this realm, this area that you have agreed to be. And so consider this your first assignment. Time is messed up, and it starts with one single moment. Oh.
Okay.
Do you guys like Doctor Who?
No, I don't watch
Yes.
that.
Me neither. They don't understand time, but it's still fun, I suppose. And he looks to Mr. Iotrescu. Now, actually, no. He looks to Mark. Mr. Matthews, are you ready to be my protege?
Gonna turn me into a gnome now?
Oh, you could not. I'm not really this is just what I have chosen this cycle. In all seriousness, time is very, very broken. Absolutely, well, as you all say, fucked up.
That's like somebody dropped the ball then, huh?
Well, it's not
Mr.
my ball
Guardian
to
of Time.
drop. I typically don't interfere, but I have been, well.
Shouldn't we not mess with the timeline?
Was that?
Shouldn't we not mess with the timeline?
Oh no,
Isn't
you
that a
should.
perfect way to
Well,
create a
here's the
paradox?
thing: the timeline has been split into two pieces, two different ways, and you
Wow.
are in one, which you all should not be in.
I don't want to stop existing.
Oh, you
Okay.
won't. You won't. But I need you to go back a little bit and start fixing it.
Listen, I don't admit that I'm terrified often. This is terrifying.
Oh, of course it is. It should be. Time is no laughing matter.
I don't want to
Well, I do laugh quite a
this.
lot. It's very good for the soul.
I think for once I agree with Mr. Matthew. I don't want to do this.
Well,
We don't
Yeah,
really have a
I've,
choice, do we?
do not get me wrong. I would never take away your agency.
You did. You teleported him
mean-
into my car.
Well, in that respect, yes.
No, I've spent a lot. I've spent enough time with a Fader knowing we're about to get fucked.
Well, I would
You get
never go
fucked by
that
a lot of
hard,
phage, right?
Mr. Galloway. I'm not.
That we'll talk about that later.
Oh no.
But yes,
Yeah. Now, I understand your concerns. I do. But as guardians, this is your task. I am not only your elder in all things, but I am also your guardian elder, and this is something that you need to do. Now, if you can decline it. Absolutely, I will let you not do this. You can continue to live in this time stream,
Mm.
and then slowly but surely things will start to go worse and worse and worse. And then, well, I hope you're ready for what would come then, because when time makes time for you, it's not always what you want. You understand? I know exactly what will happen. I know which one of you will die first.
Me.
I'm not gonna. That would spoil the fun, now wouldn't it?
God, I hope it's me.
So you gave me some of your powers?
I did. I have ripped a piece of myself and shoved it into you.
okay.
Oh.
So you don't interfere, but you shove pieces of yourself into
It was
unwilling people.
it was a metaphor. It wasn't a
You
real.
didn't ask for consent. That's disgusting.
You humans and your concerns. I just gave this man
Technically, I'm only half human. Bitch.
not you. Points to Mark. This, well, he'll. I say, let's let him figure out what he can do on his own. Now, you all have
Thanks
him.
for the help.
Yes, Mr. Iotrescu will take it from here. He's up to speed. He's the one who noticed it, and my goodness, is he an astute young man. He
Soft as balls.
what?
I didn't say anything.
You talking about balls?
No.
Okay. Yes, and also one of you should stop that child from eating peanut butter, because he is allergic.
Allergies aren't real.
Oh, they are. He's gonna die. And
Oh.
then he poofs.
Shit. Hey, Darren.
Poop.
Then he just collapses.
Yeah.
In
Yes.
the back of Tiff's mind, there's a sentence that's like, he could have told me I'm allergic to grapes, therefore I'm not allergic to grapes. And then she goes to try to find Darren.
And you go to find Darren, and he's absolutely fine.
He doesn't even like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Darren, are you allergic to peanuts?
I mean, yeah, but peanuts suck.
And you hear like a giggle.
Tiny nose!
And Mr. Iotrescu, he looks to you guys. He's like, yes, as you call him, the time gnome has said, the timeline here is sick, and we need to fix it. Because and he points to Mr. Berrycloth. Mr. Berrycloth here has, he has adjusted his prediction from his comic series. And it's now much worse
course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It is much worse. And well, and out of the, well, I have someone I want you to meet. Somebody that I was very delighted to meet for the first time.
Your son.
And they are going to be very instrumental into your first task. First things first, who wants to travel back in time?
Mm.
We
To
really
when?
have a choice.
All right, let's get it over with.
And then the door to this like room opens up, and out steps is like dressed in like 90s attire, backwards cap. Is a smallish reptilian man.
Adam Sandler. What?
Oh, holy shit! Is that Thrune?
And at the door, and he's with Amy Bones, and he's
I
like,
thought you were gonna say
he's
Billy
like
Blathers.
Billy
I
Blathers.
thought you were gonna say Billy Blathers.
Well, I wouldn't want to bring Billy in without Bevan.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, and you see
So-
this, he's got this like kind of like reptilian guy who is walking on two legs. He's got this like elongated snout, like mouth combo, full of razor sharp teeth. He's got a backwards like cap on. He's like, "Oh, hello, everybody. Hello."
I knew lizard people were real.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm real. Anyway, the name's Thrune. Good to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm Tiff Sheridan.
He like looks up and pulls like a scaly hand with like 4 claws, and he like shakes. Oh, yes.
And this is Kepler.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Who wants to make sure my people go extinct?
Well, that's
And that's where we're
I'm
gonna leave you
not
for
a
tonight.
big fan of genocide.
That's pretty fucked up.
I've never done a genocide.
Oh, you guys are gonna do a genocide now next week.
Oh
shit.
Oh shit.
Son of a biscuit.
That's right. We're going back to where it all started. Remember when you said season 1 had no bearing? Well, guess what? You
Do I
were
have
wrong.
to re-listen to season 1 again?
I listened
If I
to
have to
season
re-listen
one.
to season 1, I'm gonna blow my lid.
I would too. That was my first. Like, I have only played Monster of the Week one time before that.
Well, I am happy that you said we're going back in time and it's further back.
Oh,
Then.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was really
this
worried that
is
it was gonna be
gonna
fairly
be-
recent.
Because Darius knows that there's certain time frames that he doesn't want to go back to. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Fair.
he's like, no.
No, I
good
won't
here.
go back to the 40s.
He's like, you know what?
Who
I'm just gonna-
who wants to go to Germany in the 1937 time frame?
I'm out.
Is there any
Bye.
way we can jump forward in time?
Ooh, we could go to a certain time period in Tennessee. I heard there's a couple of nice hooded fellas.
No, I
Oh.
think I'm good. I think
Have you ever heard of Jim Crow?
Oh,
God.
Oh yeah, my mom dated him.
Yeah, he's a big dick.
God.
Um,
Got him.
so yeah, guys, that's where we're leaving off.
Oh my
Holy
God.
fuck.
Excellent.
That's right. You're going to the time of the dinosaurs.
Dude, we're going to get mauled.
Oh, dude,
this
this
is
is
so
good.
exciting.
I have been so excited to do this episode. I'm glad this like whole setup thing worked like a charm.
This is gonna take so many pictures of dinosaurs.
Oh, don't worry. There will be rules. We're going on. It's our own magic school bus
You
adventure.
cannot take my
Woo!
electricity away from me. I have a lightning gun.
So, guys,
Your state has just been darkened.
that's right. Oh, how was that, guys? How are you feeling? Back in
I'm gonna
Lake
hop
Wonder.
off.
I'm excited.
You want some? You want a
yeah.
wiener moly?
Bye.
We do have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
So Jared's gone.
Yeah, Jared's gone to mess up the camera. So yes, Jared.
Damn it.
Go ahead and plug the thing.
Well, Jared's gone, so I have to plug it.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he can't get mad at me for saying things because he's not here to stop me. So Jared and I are on a podcast called Dark States. It's like he said, it's about what happens when all of the power in the United States goes out, and sort of the after effects of that. It keeps getting very interesting. The one that we did a recording session right before this, which is why we started a little late. We just started the penultimate episode, and it's gotten insane.
I've heard.
Definitely go listen to it. It's a little slow in the beginning, but it does pick up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun.
Excellent. Dark States, kids on bikes, baby. Spoiler: you're gonna be seeing kids on bikes soon enough on Roll.
It's true.
I've heard rumors. There's a
Don't know where
certain
those came
stretch
from.
of road we might be riding those bikes on.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Now,
that's
but-
small because
Just
you're
a
going
little
to
bit
be
of
preteens.
But let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're back. We are in Pathfinder 2E. Strength of thousands. That's right. James is hooting. He's hollering. He's excited. He can't wait to get back and play in Obsidian.
Yep, Obsidian is awesome.
I do.
So,
I love Obsidian. Yeah, Strength of thousands. Pathfinder 2nd Edition AP. Arby will be there as well.
I will be
Jax.
playing Jax.
That's right. The little rat fella.
Tiff is a rat-loving girl. Jax is a rat
Rat
girl.
loving. Girl loving rat.
I mean,
You don't.
That's fair.
And yeah, so we'll also be doing Dungenerates or Dampiers.
let me check my calendar real quick. So go ahead and
Ooh, calendars.
Well, if you like Pathfinder 2, then come back from Thursday for Outlaw. No, never mind. Marcy's got to make money.
No, we're not doing Outlaws this next week.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
which makes me want to punch Marcy in the face,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
So maybe James will run One Shot Heroes. Who knows?
Yeah, I might do it.
Ooh.
And then of course Friday we're going back in time, baby.
Excited.
Oh my god, I gotta brush up on my dinosaurs.
I'm a dinosaur.
My dinosaurs.
should I get you in touch with RJ?
Yeah.
Because my 5-year-old is a fucking dinosaur expert. He will
Yeah.
give you the rundown.
I'm just gonna watch Jurassic Park. I'm sure it's
Totally-
accurate,
totally accurate.
legit. Yeah.
Women can definitely run in heels like that.
They can. Well, I only consider Jurassic Park to be the first two. Well, actually, no, the third one because it has the scene, Alan.
But yes, there's no Dungenerates.
No
So
Dungenerates.
that's on Monday. So
No, nothing on Monday.
Nothing on Monday.
maybe
Well-
maybe another One Shot Heroes.
Who
We'll see.
knows? Maybe we'll get crazy. So yeah, guys, coming down the pipeline, we got a lot of great stuff.
I'm gonna show my novel.
Shill your Lake Wonder novel.
Okay, so I've been writing a Lake Wonder novel. It's called Unholy Water. It's about Tiff and a different character from this, Denny, fighting an evil wizard in the basement of a high school. I meant to have it finished for today, but just a lot of life stuff happened and there really wasn't time. But there's at least 20 chapters up right now if you want to read those. It's a lot of really stupid dialogue. It's very fun. You should go give it a read.
Hey, I also have a story too.
Yeah.
But I don't work on it like you do. But I am. It is also Lake Wonder. It's a brand new story written by me, but it's me, the creator of Lake Wonder.
Well,
Nerd.
instead of just the stupid lore master.
Oh god.
I guess he wants a cookie.
The one who keeps your shit together, Cody.
Yeah, without Arby, Lake Wonder cannot will
There would
not.
be no
Would
continuity
not.
at all.
There's, it cannot
It's
happen.
true. It's true. Before we had me doing this, there was no continuity.
Exactly. I'm
It's
not
just,
making a
it's
joke.
just,
sucked
it's
It's
just
at it.
real.
what I
Like,
could remember.
yeah.
There is continuity. You just have to go back and watch all the VODs again, which you're not going to do.
Which no
I
one
do.
should. Well, Arby
No,
does.
I'm talking about Cody.
Oh, I would never do that. I don't watch. God, I've never watched any of my own streams, or any of other streams, because I don't like watching streams. That's not true. I come in sometimes to the other streams and say hello. That's it, guys. That's enough for us.
Yeah.
If you like us, well, go and give
Join
us
our Discord.
love. Yeah, join our Discord. Come say hi. Post pictures of your favorite WCW wrestler.
I'll be honest, we don't stop talking, so there's an endless amount of things to look at.
Yeah, we are a lively bunch. So
I'm
join
just
us.
very talkative.
I know Roller 300's in there,
Woo!
but do they ever talk? No, they hate us. Anyway,
That's a joke. We know you love us, and we
we're
love
out, motherfuckers. So we'll see you guys
Bye.
later. Bye.
Bye.